coming to the 12th house, 12th house or the last house in astrology, 12th house comes in the 4, 8 and 12 trikona, meaning the last trikona, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, and this is the moksha trikona, meaning liberating, one of the liberating houses. So starting with 12th house is seen as the loss, the house of losses in all categories. So even losing a debt, debt or loan, or losing something valuable or a good thing, losing money can also be seen through the 12th house. All types of losses, yes. Even sleep can be afflicted. Most of the time when 12th house is active, people might have some or the other trouble related to sleep, and if 12th house is very afflicted, the person might have sleep related issues like insomnia or sleeping very late and getting very late around 3 or 4 a.m. and getting up around or waking up around 7 or 8, because the temperature simply rises and the body is not able to keep the body temperature down, especially when it comes to 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock after sunrise, and maximum around 10. So this can, the 12th house activation can show a person having bad sleep cycle. 12th house shows hospitals and everything related to hospital. So one of the remedies, even 12th house shows jail. So one of the remedies is whenever 6th or 12th house is active in a person's chart, like let's say 3, 8, 12, 5, 8, 12, 5, 8, 12, yeah. When these combinations are active and 12th house is active, the person simply could walk into a hospital, eat a snack or something sitting in the hospital, even in jail, jail or court, especially when it comes to the 6th house court, because 6th house shows quarrels or fights, debates, arguments, and let's say this is present in a male's chart and he's a married man, then 6th house is like the enemy of marriage, whereas 12th house is very good for marriage in a way. So let's say for 12th house, just going into a police station and just spending 5-10 minutes in a police station, or just spending some 10 minutes in the hospital is more than enough to negate or pacify the effects of the 12th house when 12 is active. Let's say 12 is active for 6 months, then a person may just go to any nearest hospital and have a snack and just walk out. Use hospital like a small a bakery or a restaurant, yeah. That is one of the remedies, and one of the best remedies for 12th house or negating this is a very good remedy, that is donating something you value a lot will be very good to pacify the 12th house, because 12th house shows a level of 12th house demands a level of detachment from the materialistic things from a person when 12th house is active. So yeah, hospitals and everything related to hospitals will be shown by the 12th house. So naturally, when you see these negative houses like 6th or 12th house, 6th house shows patients, diseases, and 12th house shows hospitals. So naturally, if a person is a doctor would need these houses, the support of these houses, whereas people would assume support of other houses like 3 or 7, because they're fulfilling their desires, because they earn a lot. But whereas they need in actuality they need 6th and 12th houses support for the profession of doctor. At the same time, they will negate or they will almost never face the negative aspects of 6th and 12th, because they're spending most of their time in the hospital they're performing a service. So yeah, hospital, everything linked to hospital is under 12th house. Misfortunes come under 12th house. All types of misfortune, anything, and everything, all the negative things are only applicable for materialistic things, well, especially when it comes to the 12th house. Because 12th house supports spirituality. So all the materialistic things, the chances of losing something can be shown here. Loss, yeah. Let's say a person buys a watch or something online, and this actually happened to me recently, and I forgot to check 12. That 12th was active in that particular nakshatra when I bought. But yeah, I just received a box, an empty box, and that didn't get resolved, or I could do nothing, even after raising a ticket and everything. But what I'm trying to say here is 12th house can show losses, and I've experienced it, and all types of other misfortune. And coming to expenses, 12th house is the house of expenditure. Expenditure of everything. Expenditure of your bad karmas, good karmas, your money, your fame, name, a lot of things. It depends on the houses that are connected to the 12th house. So yeah, it shows expenditure. What type of expenditure can to check whether to check which type of expenditure this house is showing depends on the combination of the or the planets in the 12th house, or lord of the 12th house. So yeah, expenses, expenditures, foreign settlement, foreign travel can be seen through the 12th house. 12th house is a person who will or who has settled in the foreign land, in any foreign land, will have the blessing of the 12th house. Without 12th house being active, he can't go to the go and settle in the foreign lands. Or Rahu should bless this person. Rahu blessing or 12th house being active, these are the only two things that will make a person settle in a foreign land. This can show foreign travel too. If there are no supporting there are no other supporting houses like financial house or something, then this might show just travel and not settlement. Yeah. And coming to secret enemies, yeah, especially if 8 and 12 are present, or 6 and 12, 6, 8 and 12. 6 shows enemies, 8 shows secrecy, and 12 shows loss because of these two traits, that is secret enemy or something. Secret enemy, especially in far relatives, when they are jealous or envious of you, and they try some black magic or something, these things do happen. Yeah, so they can be the secret enemies. One of the examples, the enemies that don't show up, yeah, and you have a very difficult time trying to figure out how things went wrong for you, and they will be the secret enemies. And people who are usually successful are generally seen as a very successful person in general. They will have some of the other secret enemies to cause the negative phases they have to face in their life. But yeah, secret enemies, limits. 12th house shows limitations, whereas 11th house shows being limitless. Like the person can keep gaining. But whenever 12th house is present in any combination, let's say a person is starting a business and 12th house is present, that shows losses and limitations at the same time. So the level of success or gains from anything can be limited if 12th house is present. That's why this is one of the moksha trikona houses, meaning this is trying to detach you from the materialistic world, whereas we try to keep ourselves attached to the materialistic world. That's why we keep enjoying things and suffering things, and we try to hold on to 11th house, whereas 12th house is trying to liberate us and show us the exit. Now you can just imagine a jail, a jail, a jail or a prison where you get all the luxurious things, but you are in a jail. You keep enjoying, but you are in a prison, and there is always going to be a warden or these people like yeah. Some other person will have power or control over you, and that person is just holding you, giving you all the luxuries. That is the 11th house, and the 12th house is like just kicking you out of a jail. It will take everything away from you inside the jail, and push you towards the exit door and liberate you. That is what 12th house shows. But we always consider 12th house as negative in astrology, because this is negative for financial gain and these things, but only when we are not involved in the 12th house activities. Now if you are in a spiritual field and you want material gain, you can still gain if 12 is also present, because you are activating 12 in your spiritual activity. So yeah. Limits. Left eye in a person, if 12th house is afflicted, the person may have trouble regarding left eye. And jail, yeah, jail is one of the things, one of the places that is controlled by the 12th house. Asylum. Asylums, the mental asylum, or the people who can have their minds afflicted or minds being messed with, that can be seen through the 12th house. And yeah, this happens a lot, unfortunately, because the 12th house being active makes a person see things that normal people can't see. And most of the time, let's say in an asylum or these psychic treatment centers, where people are present, at least 5 to 10% of the people there are probably present because their spirituality activated very fast, and this is very rare, not very common, like 2 to 5% at max. But yeah, the other 90-95% of the people normally go there, or they have issues with the mind, because the 12th house being afflicted can cause these things. So yeah, 12th house, 12th lord being afflicted can cause these things. And divine knowledge is also controlled by the 12th house. Yeah, most of the knowledge, yeah, especially when it comes down to knowledge that you try to gain by going into spirituality instead of being a materialistic person, that is when divine knowledge aspect of the 12th house becomes active. But yeah, if 12 is active and the person is trying to pursue spirituality, that can be very fruitful. And here sexual enjoyment can also be shown by the 12th house, and this becomes that's why 12th house becomes very important when it comes to marriage. One of the important houses, yeah, becomes important. Now let's say in a marriage, 6th house becomes the complete enemy. 1, 6 and 10 is the combination for that can ruin a marriage. Yeah, 1 shows ego, 6 shows arguments, fights, all sorts of things that can ruin a marriage. And 10 shows distance because of work or these things. So 1, 6, 10 can it will be the enemy. And 12th house, normally 12th house is seen as the negative house, because 12th house shows the complete opposite things of the 11th house. So 12th house shows loss and expenses, and that's why 12th house is seen as the negative house. But for this particular thing, that is marriage, 12th house becomes positive. Just like when it comes to spirituality, spiritual journey can also be seen through the 12th house. The planets sitting in the 12th house, or the 12th house sitting in any particular house, can influence a lot on the person's spiritual path, and can show what type of a journey a person may go through, or is fit for. Which will be, whenever I say fit, I don't mean to say that person will now let's say whenever it comes to spirituality, some people are very well suited for a particular path, whereas some, for example, some people are very good for breath related tasks like Kriya Yoga. Some people are good for mantra chanting. So it varies a lot. There are plenty of paths when it comes to spirituality, and this can be seen through the 12th house, and wherever the 12th house's lord or 12th lord is placed. So yeah, occult affairs. Anything related to occult can also be seen here. It can also be seen in the 8th house, and it can be seen in the 12th house too. In a way, it can be shared here, but the activities are completely different. Here, occult can show a lot of uh, powers, or the type of complex. No, I think this will simply become very complicated. I can't make it into turn it into simple terms. But yeah, occult affairs are also seen by the 12th house. If 12th house is active, the person may activate a lot of these things, and sleep is going to get affected for sure. Especially because 12th house generally shows hyperactivity when it comes to sleep. Meaning a lot of sleep related or dreams, everything related to sleep becomes very active. The person may get a lot of vivid dreams. In very rare occurrences, the person may start lucid dreaming. There are many things related to the sleep, and all these things can be affected, activated depending on the condition of the 12th house. So yeah, I think this covers all the houses, and yeah, this concludes the 12th house and all the houses explanation in a basic level. In the future, I'll go into the combinations and explain different types of combinations, where some of these things which we see may completely contradict because of the activity we perform. Like just like the example of doctor, normally 6 and 8, 6 and 12 are seen as negative houses, whereas to become a doctor, 6 and 12 becomes very good. So yeah, for now the houses section is done. Yeah, I think this is enough for the 12th house.